Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. So, in the last episode we did the first part of the Rocket Hideout. I went back and cleared out my backpack a little bit so that I had some more room for the remaining items so we didn't have to leave a whole bunch of stuff behind, because what's the point in looting if you can't take any of it with you? That's a dead end. That gets me every single time. So yeah, today we're going to finish out the remainder of the Rocket Hideout, and we should be able to make it back over to the Lavender Town Tower and finish that off. So that'll be hugely exciting. Let's see, where are we going? Oh yeah, okay, so here's how to get the item. It is a rare candy. Those are always awesome. Especially if you have access to the missing no glitch, which I don't currently have a playthrough on any of my cartridges that has access at that point, but I did at one point and definitely broke the game, definitely made it way too easy, because sometimes it's nice to just stomp through a game really easily and just run through it, you know, that whole feeling of false superiority. I definitely do like to break games once in a while and just make them ridiculously easy, which is why I do enjoy games like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, any of the Elder Scrolls, because you can just break them, put in cheat mods, stuff like that, and all of a sudden, yeah, you've just got a really easy playthrough and kind of God mode activated. Really? I'm actually a little bit surprised that Flutterby didn't get the Oko on that. That was a little weird. Okay, Eradicate, I won't be surprised, but I am faster, so put it to sleep. This is one reason that I do like holding on to Butterfree, basically as long as I can, because it does have access to all the status conditions. If you're doing like a Pokedex based playthrough, obviously that is limitlessly helpful, having access to paralysis or sleep on a whim. Ooh. Okay, and now what to do about Drowsy? I feel like Gawk's probably my safe bet, just because I don't think Butterfree has the special stat to deal with Drowsy reasonably. But Bagok definitely does have the attack stat for it, so there we go. Fantastic. So, yeah, stuff about breaking games and stuff like that. I don't know. My brain will probably circle back around at some point. But we are now closing into near the end, and this is a calcium, isn't it? Oh, TMO2. Swift? Please tell me that's Swift. Swift is a very handy move. Oh, Razor Wind. No, and in fact, it is so bad, I'm going to toss that. Yes, toss it. Razor Wind is... If it was a flying type move, then, or like even a bug type move, just anything but normal, you could almost justify, because if it was a bug type move, then it would be really handy against psychic types, and I believe poison types, maybe. Can't say that with complete honesty, because that area of the type matchup chart is still murky for me. If it was a flying type, at least then the 2 turns that it takes, you could kind of justify, but 2 turns for a very mediocre normal type attack, no. Just get it out of here. That was a failed TM. In fact, I believe in Gen 2 it was immediately replaced with something else. Yes. Yes. That is the lift key. I need that. Thank you for your patronage. And your cooperation, and by cooperation I mean me having to beat the snot out of you to get it. I don't know. That feels like cooperation. But if that's my idea of cooperation, I can understand why my supervisors and managers don't always like dealing with me. Which... yeah, alright, fair. Okay. If we quickly race back... get over to the lift. Ah, wrong one. Ah, there we go. Honestly, if I don't make it back over to Lavender Tower, this section would solely be the reason why. Just the amount of time it takes to do all of this is just unnecessary. That's why I like it in newer generations. They seemed to speed it up and, you know, make it a little bit more user-friendly. I don't know if that's a hardware thing or just a misinterpretation, like, you know, early gaming where it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And now just so many games are so fast, you're just like, oh, this is brutal. Which, yeah, okay, I can be pretty patient with video games. That still feels pretty brutal to me. Now, okay. What do we have? So Merlin, Bagok, Flutterby. I feel like I'm just gonna lean on my special attacks for this next part. And we're gonna go to the basement 4. Pew pew. I don't know how far off I was on that one. Oh yeah, okay. That was a good call anyway. Jesse and James humiliated you at Mount Moon. I'm gonna say the same thing I said to the hiker in Rock Tunnel. It's not my fault you picked a fight with an 11-year-old and lost. Okay, it's my fault you lost, but I didn't start that fight, so... go away. And it looks like I'm gonna make just as quick work of you this time as I did last time, which... awesome. I'll take it. Ooh, and Flutterby got to level 30. Meowth. You know what? I've got an extra special friend for you. Just because. Not that I think I had to take the route of doing type matchup. I think that might have been a little bit unnecessary, but... eh. And then... Merlin. The nice thing is I can just kind of use Merlin intermittently, like basically just keep its level caught up to everything else's. And I don't, even if it falls behind a bit, I'm like, oh no, I need a contributing member of the team to help me out. And Merlin's just like, yeah, I'll contribute. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's not many instances where you would have a Kadabra that wouldn't be able to contribute quite reasonably, especially in Gen 1. And, let's see, we got level 30. You know what? Bagok is gonna fall behind well, not really. Bagok is not gonna be overly helpful with this fight. So, Giovanni wants to fight. So yes, this is the Rocket boss, and... ooh, 25 years, spoiler alert, he's also the gym leader in Viridian City. That I never actually showed off. That's something that I probably could have, didn't need to, obviously. But yeah, if you try to go into the Viridian City gym before you have the first 7 badges, it's just locked. They're just like, yeah, we don't know where he went. Like, what? Like, the gym leader isn't around and nobody's got an answer? Like, that's weird. You know what? You know what? I bet you... Oh! Screech is not good. Mirror move. Oh, ouch. Not too bad, not too bad. I actually can... Ah. Crap. Oh, okay, he used a guard spec. I believe that's just... It prevents or, like, severely reduces the opportunity for... No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. Ah. Fail. I tried, Bagok. I tried, honestly. Sure, Charmeleon. Why not? And I lost my train of thought. Okay. There we go. Oh, and I got a few extra bucks because of payday. Fantastic. Oh, we'll meet again. Don't you worry about that. And it will be just as unpleasant the second time as it was the first time. I promise. Okay, so now that we have all that, we can thankfully just take the elevator right back up to the first basement floor. That way we don't have to traipse back through everything. The nice thing is, that trainer, the second trainer I took on in the Rocket Hideout, is actually the one that's on the other side of that gate, so I won't have to deal with that. Alright, let's just scrub wash the Grimer. Why not? Like, there's no chance anything that this guy throws isn't going to get one shot. Like, Kadabra's already just at that point. Now the kicker being is that Kadabra has the physical defense of a wet napkin, so there's that. But it is pretty fast and it hits really hard. And because special is a broken stat, not being split between attack and defense, the higher your special stat, the higher both you hit and can get hit. So, and that's why psychic types are just so broken. Also the type chart. The only thing they're weak against is bug types, and in this game you have Twin Needle? String Shot, I think, is technically... you know what? Just to drive people nuts. I know I have the freshwater bottle, but we're gonna do this just the good old-fashioned way because I also don't feel like going through Saffron City right now. I will get to that when I get to it. And here we go. And we're gonna take on the... Yeah, so I will leave... I think what I'll do is I'll go back through the route, beat the trainers I haven't beat. That should take a couple more minutes. Oh, I never switched. Alright. Looks like Merlin's going to be the first one to level 31, I guess. And I haven't hit teleport yet. And I'm doing my best not to. In a battle, it doesn't matter. But out in the overworld, haven't hit it yet. So yeah, I think I'll go back through, beat the trainers on this route. When I get to Lavender Town, I'll stop this video. And when we come back, the first thing we'll do in the next episode is climb the tower. Ooh, recover. Yes. Delete an older move? Why, yes. Let's get rid of teleport, because I don't need it. It also occurred to me, I have fly now. I have the rainbow badge. I could very easily have just gone ahead and flown back. Then I could have scaled the tower, dealt with these trainers later. It is what it is. Okay, Magnemite. More Psybeam. There we go. Got rid of all that, and we'll switch over to something else. Like my Painted Firo. Actually, you know what? because I feel bad about this. Somebody pointed something out to me that is great reason to hold on to HP ups before you have revives. Is if you use an HP up on something with 0 HP, it will actually... Nope. Doesn't work. That must have been patched somewhere else. At some point, you can use an HP up to revive a fainted Pokemon. Either that, or it didn't boost Bagok's HP enough to actually... Like, it didn't give it enough stat experience to actually boost it. But yeah, you can use an HP up to revive your Pokemon if need be. But since I've got money to burn, I don't need to worry about it too much. Let's do this. And let's actually get Bagok back in the ring, because, to be honest, I really wanted it to be able to finish off that Persian. I'm just... I don't know, maybe at this point I'm starting to think I've got it out for that bird. Like, it just... like, that's the only way I can explain what happens with Bagok throughout this playthrough. Like, somewhere in the back of my head, I must have something against it. Or maybe it's the... Maybe it's the Dodrio. Because I'm on Pokemon Stadium, using the transfer pack with my Pokemon Yellow cartridge, I actually have this Dodrio that's staring at me on the left side of my screen. I bet you that's what's doing it. It's like jinxing my Fearow because I'm not using Dodrio. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert to the Dodrio fans. No, I'm not replacing Bagok with Dodrio. Yes, Dodrio is cool. Yes, it is. Its stats are better suited, and I get why everybody loves Dodrio. I think he's fine, but I'm not using him, so... If that is why you were watching these videos to see if I would use one, then, I don't know, I saved you a couple episodes, I guess, because, yeah, I'm not using them. Again, very cool. I get why people like them. I like them, just not using them. Okay, now that Bagok is level... You know what? Nah. Let's get it a couple more battles. You drive the bird into the ground again, and then heal him up at a Pokemon Center and try again later. That just seems to be the way it is. Also, I was like thinking things out, and I'm pretty sure I may actually be holding on to Fearow. Just like thinking how the playthrough is gonna go. I think I am gonna hold on to Fearow until it learns Drill Peck, or like almost that point. Maybe when I'm ready to swap it out for what I'm swapping it out for, then if it's like one level below, I'll use up my rare candy and teach it Drill Peck before it goes into the PC box forever. Okay. I just realized, I don't think we've seen Nidorina yet. I might have, and I'm just forgetting, but I don't think I've seen one on this playthrough yet. No, that doesn't sound right. Maybe? I know they're a lot more rampant in the remakes. Cute and fluffy Pokemon. Let me guess. Clefairy. No, actually, no, my luck, Jigglypuff, or both. Hey, Clefairy! I was right the first time. Weird, useless Pokemon fact. I guess not useless because it's related to the content, but your weird fact for the day, for anybody that didn't know, Clefairy was actually originally the intended mascot for Pokemon. That's why so many publications of Red back from the late 90s always show a Clefairy hanging around rather than Pikachu. And then I guess it was a last minute decision, and they went, yeah, let's go with the rodent. Yes. And that's when it was decided that Pikachu was going to be the mascot. But originally the plan was Clefairy. Oh, and if you're wondering why every generation has at least one Pokemon that has that Godzilla type look, so think like Aggron, Nidoking, Tyranitar, that's because the first ever design of a Pokemon was Rhydon, because it's something to do with like Godzilla. It's something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so those are your weird fun facts. We have made it back to Lavender. I am going to go in and I'm going to heal up. And on the next episode, we're going to start off with going up the Pokemon Tower. I've got my Super Repel, so we'll be able to just whip through that real quick. And then continue on to the next area of our adventure. And I'm pretty sure I should be planning to catch the next member of the team. So yeah. Don't forget to look forward to that one, and if you did like the video, don't forget to drop a like. If you really liked it and you want to see the series as it comes out, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. And until the next one, thank you, and all the best.